Hi, my name is Diana, and I work at an elementary school here in town. One day at work, I found out that one of my favorite young students named George had died very unexpectedly. I couldn't believe it. I went home that night so sad, and I told my mom and dad. Shortly after that, we found out at school that George's mom had no money to pay for a funeral or to bury her only child. It had already been weeks since he had passed. My dad, Jose, started a Facebook GoFundMe page to try to raise money to help. He met with George's mom and worked tirelessly to help her. He also told his friend Donna and the rest of his business networking group about this need. Donna works at Keller, Southern Arizona, and she's on the culture committee. They happened to be having a meeting that same week, and Donna told her friends on the committee about young George. Immediately, the culture committee decided to donate $500 towards the funeral home expenses from the Keller, Southern Arizona Heartbeat Fund, the local version of KW Cares. I remember thinking, this is like the domino effect. One person tells one person who tells one more person, and miracles can happen. We had raised enough money for the funeral home only to find out that more money was needed to actually pay for the funeral at the cemetery and to purchase a burial plot. The funeral home wouldn't release young George until they were paid, so the costs just kept increasing. Michelle is part of the culture committee, and she went home that night heartbroken, thinking what more could we do to help this young child and grieving family. She called her grandmother and told her what was happening. Michelle asked her grandma if she knew of any resources that might be able to help. Her grandma and grandpa amazingly called back and said that they could and they would donate a burial plot for young George. They happened to own several plots at the same cemetery where George's mom was hoping to bury her son. And even more amazingly, the plots they owned were located very close to where George's grandmom was already buried. Wow, the dominoes kept falling. Not wanting to stop until the need was completely filled, Michelle put the plea out to the Keller-Williams leadership, the ALC, as well as to many Keller-Williams Southern Arizona agents and family and friends. Donna and Jose pled to their business networking group as well. With caring hearts, the donations came in, from $1 bills to a $500 donation. By collective effort, young George's body was released from the funeral home and buried near his grandmother. The dominoes kept falling in line until all was handled. Through the generous donations of many of you here, this great young man is finally at rest. What's the lesson? Be the voice. Be the first domino, or the second, or the 50th. Share your stories and the stories that you hear so that Keller-Williams Southern Arizona and each one of you can continue to give back and help those in need, one domino at a time.